Hey, how's it going? Now, um, I'm gonna go over some things for the Marilyn Manson and Evan Rachel Wood and Ilma Gore trial, or at least, shall I say, the hearings leading up to the trial. Now, I've been noticing people have been saying that this court hearing is a trial. No, it is not. It is to finish up the some of the oppositions and uh, the other issues that have not been resolved will be resolved at that court hearing, or shall I say, court hearings. There's going to be four of them. And I think what they're going to do is just take all of them and just sort of like just work through them all. Okay. Having said that, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go over something that we went over before because I'm like, "Ding. Oh, there's a there. And also, I'm going to go over and I'm going to keep it very short, but I'm going to get further in depth with my cookies. We're going to go deep into it so you'll have a firm understanding of what's going on. So, okay. Now, I'm looking at the court documents and the one that I'm looking at right now, there's so I'm only going to go over the highlights because there has been some, how can I say, some people saying that the FBI letter was out, which is not true. I don't know where they're getting their information from. Those of you who follow me, just know that the FBI letter is still in. Only a portion of it was, how can I say? Because the way she did it was was brilliant. She said in itself, she could not say that Evan Rachel Wood did it and she could not look at any other evidence but what was in front of her, because keep in mind that she was only judging it on, they have this thing called prima facie, or prima facie, and it simply means at first look, but I'm going to say it as at face value. Everybody knows what that means, or that idiom means, at face value. So she's looking at it at face value and her intent. Now, what really I believe allowed the judge to say, "Oh, no. I am not going to throw this piece of evidence out," because she not only used it in a court right now in California, but she used the same letter, or the same FBI letter, in court in Tennessee. So by Evans, how can I say, her foolishness got the best of her, and she cut off her nose in spite of her face in this whole entire, all of her shenanigans. So the judge let it in. She didn't come out and say it like that. Her thing was she was looking at her mental state. That's what it was, her mental state, and how it related to the FBI letter. So keep that in mind. All right. Let's start us off with Evan Rachel Wood and her three depositions. I'm sorry, her three, the positive flaws run throughout Evan Rachel Wood's opposition. Man, you can't make this stuff up. You just can't. If you were a fly on the wall, you would fall off by laughing. Now, her first flaw, Wood complained about sitting for her limited deposition. She complained, "Oh, I don't want to sit here. Oh, okay, I need a special pillow. No, I need this. I need something that has a hole in it so I can sit." Could only, man, I know the people that had to be around her probably went to their boss and asked for extra money. Give me more money. That was a disaster, and I need extra pay. You did not at any point say I was going to be taken to the brink of insanity. Okay. Wood also overstated the narrow scope of the five depositions that Marilyn Manson, um, the depositions sought after, which comprises confirming a handful of facts, though admissible evidence unavailable for Warner. She's hiding stuff. Let me see, authenticating documents. Wood's suggestion that Warner seeks evidence to prove every element that claims are baseless. So everything that he has, oh, it means nothing. It's baseless because I say it's baseless because you're supposed to believe all women. And before let me see, there's something else I wanted to point out. Okay, first, Wood's apparent disbelief that requesting discovery proves Marilyn Manson's claim lacks merit. Because his motion for limited specific discovery, oh, oh, it lacks merit. It means nothing. What? Yeah, this woman is beyond silly. But this cannot be true as discoveries authorized by statutes. There are statutes, there are laws governing the limited liability. So because she says it, doesn't make it true. Desperation runs deep in her right about now. The second defect is the second defect rises from Wood's reliance on her vague, self-serving testimony that denies her participation in certain acts. A defendant's declaration denying that he or she engaged in the conduct alleging that the complaint does not foreclose the possibility that the fact finders could later find that he or she did in fact engage in that conduct. Because she's relying on what she said. I didn't do that. I didn't do that. I didn't do that. Because she says that she didn't do it does not mean that she did not do it. It just means that she's saying that she didn't do it. So they simply just cannot just take her word for it. They got to go through the process and see where that right there lines up. So I thought I would revisit this because there I see a lot of information coming out, and these are YouTubers making content on other people's YouTube channels and not looking into the court case itself. That's what it is. Unfortunate, but that's what it is. So I just want to make sure that you understand that this court date is not the trial, it's not new evidence, it's not Marilyn Manson filing anything new. This is just them finalizing finalizing everything to making sure that all of the oppositions, all of everything is resolved into a nice little bow for Evan Rachel Wood and Illma Gore to get sued the mess out of. Okay. On that note, please like, subscribe, and if you don't like it, subscribe, dislike the video, and then tell me why you didn't like it. I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you did. Because whether if I'm talking about court cases, like Johnny Depp or Marilyn Manson, whether if I talk about big girls, big guys and their delusions of grandeur, of it being okay, for being big and everybody gotta go according to it? Or whether I'm talking about celebrity mess, Amber Heard destroyed her life. Whether it doesn't matter what I'm talking about, but I want to thank you because you could be anywhere in the world, but you're here with me. Time is something that you'll never get back. You can get back something from your cousin that owes you money and taking their time giving it back, but please help continue supporting me. Keep on subscribing. I'm past 1,000. I am so grateful. Continue to help me to grow to get to the next level. Time is something that you never get back, and I hope that my videos were worth your time. I want to thank you for stopping by.